Hello students, welcome to Vishmal Education Channel. In this video, we are going to read about the earthquakes. So what is an earthquake? It simply means shaking of the earth. It is caused due to the release of the energy which generate waves that travel in all directions. Now the question is, why does the earth shake? To understand that, you will have to look at the picture. This is a fault. A fault is a sharp break in the crustal rocks. Rocks near a fault tend to move in opposite direction. That creates a friction, but at some point of time, their movements overcome the friction. As a result, they slide past one another. This causes the release of energy, and the energy waves travel in all directions. The point where the energy is released is called the focus of an earthquake, or there is also a term given to it called the hypocenter. The energy waves traveling in different directions reach the surface. The point on the surface nearest to the focus is called epicenter. This place is the first one to experience the waves. All natural earthquakes take place in the lithosphere only. The lithosphere means it refers to the portion of depth up to 200 kilometers from the surface of the earth. An instrument called seismograph records the waves reaching the surface. The waves look something like this. The curves show three distinct sections, each representing different types of wave patterns. But we will get back to these patterns in a moment. Earthquake waves are basically of two types. One is body waves, the second was surface waves. I need you to understand the term body waves. So, the body waves are generated due to the release of the energy at the focus, that is the hypocenter, and it moves in all directions, traveling throughout the body of the earth. You know, it travels internally within the earth's surface and moves the interior of the earth. That's why it is referred to as body waves, because it is traveling through the body of the earth like a tremor. Now, it is obvious that when these body waves move towards the surface, they will come in contact with surface rocks and generate a new set of waves. These are called as surface waves. Now, the velocity of waves changes as they travel through materials with different densities. And we know that the materials with higher density reside downwards. Therefore, the denser the material, the higher is the velocity. The direction also changes as they reflect or refract when coming across materials with different densities. That's why when the seismic waves reach towards the surface of the earth, there the materials are of lower density, and that slow down the intensity of the waves, leaving behind a fault. Now, going back to the picture that I showed you, so if you look at this picture, there are two types of body waves, and they are called P and S waves. So the letter P and S stands for primary and secondary. Now you can relate when I say primary, they are the first one that gets recorded on a seismograph, and then comes the secondary waves. You can look at this illustration to understand how these waves looks. And the P wave, that is the primary or pressure wave, is a pulse of the energy that travels quickly throughout the earth's solid material as well as liquids, and it forces the ground to move backward and forward as it is getting compressed and expanded. The S wave, that is the secondary wave, follows more slowly with a swing rolling motion that shakes the ground back and forth perpendicular to the direction of the wave. Now going back to this picture, after body wave, that is P and S waves, comes the surface waves. The surface waves are the last to report on the seismograph. They look something like this. This wave spread across the surface of the earth, and these waves are also more destructive and damaging. They cause displacement of rocks, and hence other collapse of structures occurs. Thank you.